This is episode 3. Enjoy.
So 16 units, right? Bam. So today I went to the 16 unit place and I started checking it out. I found 2 keys in the lockbox out of the 5 vacant units. I found 2 keys.
Oh, wow.
So I went around. I was looking. So it's kind of an interesting layout. So there's four units, four unit places, and then there's a 3 bedroom 2 bath house in the front. So we also need to get that renovated and to be able to list. The 3-2 needs a lot of. It still needs a lot of stuff to do. Out of the 5, it was kind of funny, right? So I was walking to one of the units to take pictures of it, and one like random guy was talking to one of the tenants, and he's like, "Hey, do you work for this place?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. What's up?" And he was trying to actually look for a place to rent. Yeah, so I started talking to the tenant, and he had actually been there for 8 years. And then he pays only for a 1-1. He pays 375 a month.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Cheap as hell. Wow.
That's insane.
So
bad for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then kind of funny. So I went with the guy that wanted to see the place, and the first one, it still needed new appliances in the kitchen, and I think a new counter, and then the bathroom needed some work. But we went to the second one, and it was completely renovated, and it was perfectly ready to live. So I gave an application, and hopefully I get him into the apartment soon.
Nice.
Why I'm doing this, actually, why I decided to go today is because on Wednesday, I am meeting with the owner and the contractor to find out a whole plan to completely renovate all the units that need repair, to evict anybody that isn't paying rent, and to try to get this place producing as much income as possible. Boom.
Dang.
Yeah. So right now, I actually have like the rent roll on my computer, and I'm like writing down who hasn't, how much people owe, who doesn't owe, who's paying, how much people are paying for rent, and to see if we can bump up these rents, and then and move the people that aren't paying out and all that type of stuff.
Yeah. What would you say the average rent right now is in that place?
So right now we had 2 new ones that are and this is the 2 newest ones. One guy just moved in like very recently. He's paying 735.
Okay.
Which I actually think that we can bump that up even higher. I think we can do 750 to 800.
Yeah.
Because I actually am doing a tenant placement right now for a place on Pine Grove. You know where that is, Aaron? Pine Grove Avenue. It's right off St. John's Avenue.
I can't say I know it by heart, but I've heard of. I know. I know where.
Well, there's okay. Well, there's just like I'm doing a tenant placement there, and it's like 600 square feet, maybe less. Um, and she's paying 800, and she's gonna be paying 800 a month. So I think ours isn't as nice of an area, but it has a little more square foot. So I think that we can definitely possibly push it to 800. That's my goal.
Oh yeah, that's by Boone Park, possibly.
What?
Is Pine Grove by Boone Park?
I don't know. I'm still learning Riverside Room. I just know it was off St. John's Avenue, and it's like 7 minutes away from like Riverside Avenue and
Yeah.
Herschel. Yeah, it's like
Okay. Yeah.
it's super close.
Yeah. I know where it is.
Yeah. But yeah. So hopefully everything goes well. With the owner and contractor, and we start rolling. I start getting to learn how to invest in real estate, and it goes from there.
Nice.
Any questions, John?
So when you boost the amount that you can, basically, when you say project, you're trying to boost the rent amount that you can get it as high as can be, and that's good for you and the owner. So
Yes,
do they
100%.
give you any, like, let's say you think there's some, like, let's say, do you guys even go down the path of proposing minor, like, cosmetic repairs and then get the owner to finance that, or like, what do you guys do as far as like increasing the value of the, like, property?
So for any cosmetic repairs, yes, that's all taken out of the owner's budget of repairs. Like he's in charge of paying for if it's a small little hole or if it's a new roof. He's in charge of paying for all that. Which apparently he does have a budget for this, and it is ready to start renovating and all that stuff, which is good. He actually I actually like went into one of the into like this like little garage he has, and he has like two new ACs and like three new fridges. So I think yeah he's ready, and yeah he's um to 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 make the vacant units livable, and also what you were saying about the if I can raise the rents to 800, that's gonna help me and that's gonna help him. But there isn't I don't earn anything else other than like more like since the 10% is gonna be more every month, obviously, because the rents are higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neat.
But man, like it definitely needs a lot of work. Like some people, and also on another thing I did was, so this one guy owes us more than $5,000, and
Oh.
but so good thing is his lease is ending in 20 days, so I just taped a non-renewal to his door, stating that he has to leave. He has to leave at the end of his lease, like he has to leave.
Okay. So you're
And
kind of
yeah,
okay. And if he doesn't leave, then you guys might do. Then you guys go with the eviction, right?
so this
Or
is
is that
kind of funny. So no, we are
okay?
not evicting a tenant. A tenant is only it's only called an eviction. And this is like where you get to the dangerous terms, because there's like this is what specifically like the other property manager told me like 20 times. Do not call this an eviction, because it isn't an eviction. An eviction is done during the term of the lease, right? So
Okay.
like
So you're
if
just basically removing him from your property, basically.
yes, I am not renewing his lease. And then like in court, kind of a cool thing. If I'm evicting somebody, I have to have a reason to evict them, right? Because
Yeah.
there's obviously civil rights and all that. But if I am choosing to do a non-renewal, I don't have to have a choice. The lease is ended, and I don't have to give a reason on why I am
Oh,
taking people out.
I see.
Which is kind of a good thing, because right now it's still a gray area on, are you allowed to evict tenants right now because of COVID?
Yeah.
So yeah. So as long as his lease is ended, we are good to go to not renew his lease. And we're probably gonna have to do that with like two more people, because they also are a few. They just haven't paid their rent in a few months, so it's like there's no way they're gonna get that money back. So they're gonna have to go. But
And where do you guys have like collections, or like who pursues that money that's owed?
So sadly, most of that doesn't. We don't get it. It's kind of messed up. So I don't know how long it's been that Traditions has had this place. Because a lot of these people weren't placed by us, which is a problem, right? Because we have a pretty strict vetting process to make sure our tenants are going to pay. You need to have proof of 2 years of employment, proof 2 years of rental history. We do credit check, background check, all that stuff to prevent this from happening.
Yeah.
And the last property management company looks like they didn't do that at all. So now we're kind of stuck with trying to fix it all. So there isn't we sadly don't have a collections process. It would waste so much money to try to collect that money and to try to go through like a
Sure.
professional process that it's not worth it. Sadly, it literally is better to just
Right. Makes
kick
sense.
them out and get somebody else in that's gonna pay.
Okay. By the way, I can hear someone clicking a pen.
That's me. I'm sorry.
Alright.
But yeah,
How does my voice sound, by the way? I don't have my mic.
A little bit echoey, but I'm
fine.
it's
I
fine.
think you're fine.
I think you're fine.
But yeah. No, but it really is crazy. Like one unit completely nice, brand new floor, new countertop and new bathroom, and then another unit has the windows broken out and there's cockroaches on the floor.
Nice.
So yeah, can't. And it's a cool thing too because apparently the owner of this place, he does a lot in real estate. He's an owner partner of another real estate company, and he does a lot of flips too. So I love to talk to him and just pick his brain about real estate.
Dang. Speaking of flips, John, how's the flipping business?
Yeah,
It's funny. I'm actually texting you guys a picture right now of the golf balls that me and Aaron got at a garage sale. And yeah, Steven. So basically, we went to a garage sale, and we went to 4 garage sales on Saturday.
that's
Bought
pretty
a bunch of
cool.
yeah, bought a bunch of
Where'd you
different
go?
stuff.
Did you just know about these, or did you like find them on Facebook or something?
I knew about one of them from Craigslist, and then my girlfriend told me about another one on her side of town. So after we hit the one over by LA Fitness, we were like, okay, let's go over towards the Fort Caroline area and see what there's at. There were we could have spent a whole day out there. Like we definitely didn't hit we didn't hit anywhere near close to all of them. We just hit 3 that were semi close to each other.
Yeah.
How much you pay for the golf balls?
So I paid $3 for those golf balls. She wanted $10, but I offered her 3 and she took it. And
Holy shit.
they actually just sold on eBay. The auction just ended. They sold for $38, and 10 of that's going to go to shipping.
That's insane,
dude. Yeah, it's and I actually might be able to get shipping for cheaper than $10, but it's just super easy. The eBay posting and everything took me about 5 minutes to post
That's so cool. Yeah, you're really turning into Gary Vee out here, man.
Oh, 100%. If he happens to listen to this podcast, and Gary Vee, you should take me into your mentoring program. That would be insane. That would be insane. I mean, Aaron and I are gonna hit on Saturday. Steven, if you're free, you should go with us. We're gonna go to the gym.
Let me see. This Saturday, I think I am available. Actually, I don't work at the office.
So
Dude.
yeah, so I've given myself $100, and I'm gonna grow it to 500. That's my goal.
That's pretty cool.
Because I've never done flipping like this.
So. It's funny, John. I went golfing for the first time on Saturday, and now I'm kind of really into it. I was gonna get those golf balls from you, but that's funny.
Hey,
yeah.
Steven, you're turning into a proper real estate agent.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna say, yeah. What is this? You get an adult job and now you golf?
No,
Man,
dude, it was so fun, bro. It's so funny, like, and it's funny because we just went to like to Blue Skies. I don't know if you guys have ever been.
yeah, I know where that's at.
But everybody just looked like the stereotypical golf. It's so funny. And then there was like the cart girl like giving out beer and stuff. It was really funny. And dude, yeah, but dude, it's so cool. It was a beautiful day, and you just get to hit golf balls. Oh, it's like so cool.
All right, well, okay, so if you want more golfing stuff, this Saturday we're gonna hit the gym in the morning, and then we're gonna ship out towards the beaches area. We're thinking, and we're gonna try to hit at least 10 garage sales.
Jesus, dude, I'm kind of down. That kind of sounds pretty fun.
I would say
we're all going in one car because gas is gonna kill us if we take.
Yeah. And I can fit 3 in my cab. It's kind of a good sized cab, but this will be funny. Damn, I can't wait to get on the grind. Like, I need to, like, Steven, I think in total I spent $69. I bought a rowing machine. The dude wanted $100 and I told him 30. And then he told me 50 and I said 40. And then he said, fine, how about 50? And then I said, all right, if you throw in that vape kit.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why you got. I was wondering. I was like, why the heck did you buy a vape?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, and they're actually worth something. I posted them on Facebook on this group called. This is it, man. Like, there's a group for everything. There's a group called Buy and Sell Vape Products, and nobody's formally offered me anything yet. But a couple people are like commenting on my post, like, yeah, these are good, or like blah blah blah. I just listed them for $30 now, or
I've never seen a vape set like that. Like I've like in a vape shop, you'll never find something like they're sold by like they're sold like one. Like I've never seen like a set like that with like
it's kind of weird. I don't know.
But, and then I thought it was funny how you're trying to barter with Evan on them.
I mean, I just want to basically. There's an infinite amount of inventory out there. There's an infinite amount of inventory, and there's no lack of me negotiating. So even for marginal flips, I can do it as much as I want. So like, I just want to offload product and never sit on a bunch of inventory.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I mean, these damn golf balls, like, I was just walking by them.
That's a good one, man. Pro V1, like, dang.
Yeah, and like I was just walking by them and they're sitting on the table and I'm like, how about $3? And she's like, yeah, my husband probably would kill me, but sure. So
that's funny. Yeah, you really have to lowball people. Like, it's kind of
oh yeah. Aaron was doing some good lowballing too. Yeah, we were both getting some good prices.
Yeah. I mainly for that one, I mainly just was looking. I didn't, to be honest, John, I was just following your lead for just trying to see, scope it out because I didn't know what the heck I was doing.
I just watched Gary Vee. I've never actually been to a, reselling type garage sale situation, but I do feel comfortable negotiating with these like average Joe type people. I've got cash in hand. They've got
they're chill.
You can always lowball them.
Yeah, it's like what are they gonna do? Like
always,
especially if it's the last day on the garage sale.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, if we come back, like let's say we hit 10 garage sales, and there's a couple where it looks like there's just so much stuff it's not all going to sell. Like I could like go back to them and on Sunday if I feel like there's a big enough purchase for like like let's say I'm going to be looking for bigger things now, so I'm looking for workout equipment and electronics now mainly.
Yeah. So estate sales, they do something where it's like the first day is full price, second day is like 75 off, and like third day is like 50% off.
Okay.
So you want to look at the third day deals and see what's left, because a lot of people will pick out the nice stuff. And
I mean, makes sense.
Yeah, and who knows? There might be some electronics that are good flips.
I mean, I couldn't give a shit about DVDs and CDs, but the one thing Gary Vee has a good point on is that they are I don't know if he said this, but they're very small. They're easy to ship, and you can ship them with media labels on eBay, and those are very cheap, and they're high margin. Like, buy one for $1. If you get the right one, you can sell it for $10. Do it 5 times.
That's crazy. Like, people still buy DVDs.
It just depends. If it's unopened, honestly, anything unopened is worth scanning that UPC for.
Do you have the app?
Yeah, I have the app.
I need to get.
Cool. I've heard that like stuffed animals and mugs, right? Aren't those really good?
Stuffed animals was another thing that he does. He buys them for like $0.25 a piece.
Yeah, I've heard about the stuffed animals.
Oh, I saw a huge giant bear on a porch when I was walking your houses today.
Oh yeah,
John, I handed out pretty much all of my postcards.
Nice.
Finish up.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I just remember when you were like, man, this is useless. I'm not gonna get any. And then like the next day you text us and you got somebody. That's awesome.
Yeah, but I kind of went high on him just because I wanted to test out the market. So
nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I went high, and then let's see, I think I quoted him for like 45-ish, and then he's like, "Nah, I got someone doing it for 40." And I was like, "All right, good to know."
Oh my God.
Yeah. He just wanted. I have a feeling he just wanted to see what the market or see what other things were. But
I mean, one day he'll be pushing the mower in his yard, and he'll be like, "You know what? Maybe it is worth $40.
Yeah,
Pay someone else to do this wet work. Like, maybe it is."
Yep. Who knows?
But I'm gonna look into like if you go to a flea market, like prices are super marked down right there. But like if you had a bunch of inventory, like let's say, 20 garage sales later, we've got a couple $100 worth of stuff that we just really can't sell. I mean, I wonder if we can just get a booth at a flea market and just offload product there. And even if we have to break even, sometimes you just gotta like, my pickup truck might be full one day with all this stuff.
Jesus.
Yeah. It doesn't
you're
cost
already
like a booth
talking
at a flea
big
market,
scale here, huh?
Yeah, flea market on Beach Boulevard. It's like, I think you have to pay for your table, but other than that, it's pretty much just it's an ideal setup. There's vending machine, or there's ATMs on premise, and pretty much formatted for sellers.
I mean, like worst comes to worst, just bring everything back to like the price you bought it at.
Right. Right.
And then you might just be losing your time or your effort and time, but
exactly, yeah, which is not, at our phase in life, it's not, our time is not worth nearly as much as it will be in like even 5 years from now. It's gonna be
crazy. Dude, so this guy across the street, I mentioned one time we're helping him move out, sort of, and he's a hoarder, and the one time I take like a bottle from like the University of South Florida or the University of Florida, he wants to give me like all of this other stuff.
Oh my!
And he's like 90 years old. I'm like,
old people love that, man. They love giving. They love giving away stuff.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like throw it away afterwards, though.
Just don't want him to see it.
Yeah, no, sounds bad.
Break his heart.
I don't know what else to do, dude. When I walked in his house, I'm like stuff up to like my chest level, like, and there's like pathways in his house.
Jesus, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but. I wonder when he's gonna move out, but we'll see.
Those are good houses for investors because nobody just wants to buy that house. You gotta.
So that's my plan. I'm like, I want to see what the landlord wants to do with it, but if she
it's a rental.
Yeah, it's a rental, and I'm mowing it.
That's bad on the renter the landlord for letting him do that first.
Oh yeah, she's already they already don't like the landlord, from what I hear,
Well, since she doesn't like that.
Yeah, she's pretty picky about the stuff. So I have a feeling that she raised her rents on them or something like that, just to get them out of there. But I don't really know. So who knows?
I mean, yeah, like that can devalue the property for sure to like force stuff like that.
The thing is, it's weird. Like when I walked into his house, you would think it would smell in there because of all the stuff.
Yeah.
But to be honest, it smelled like a normal old house in Riverside. It didn't smell like.
Was it on Herschel too?
Yeah, it's right across the street from where I live.
You know what's funny? I was actually when you were telling me about there's 3 parts of Herschel. I was wondering what you were talking about, and I kind of I went on Google Maps and I looked at it, and I kind of saw what you were saying. Like, it's like Herschel, and then it's like another road, and you have to like turn a little bit, and then it's Herschel for like this little piece, and then there's another street, and then it's Herschel again, and it's like a long stretch.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Actually, it's
like
funny.
What the heck were they thinking? That's so confusing.
Yeah, and then it actually Herschel goes all the way down to the Ortega River.
Yeah, it's like it's pretty crazy. Here. I kind of want to look at it too now. Then, and then so which part do you live in?
I live in the first part, like the one closest to 5 Points.
Okay.
So like north of Willow Branch or northeast of Willow Branch. But
let me see if I can see it here.
Yeah, but the house across the street, it's like, dude, this dude has everything. He has a plant in the back of other plants, and I don't know. It's gonna be a pain. And a part of me just like me and Nathan are helping him moving out. Sort of, not fully moving out. We just carry some stuff over to a storage apartment. But like, if he wants to move all of that stuff, I'm just gonna say like, dude, just hire a mover, or just.
Is he paying you at all?
Yeah, he's paying us like $15 to $18 an hour, but still, I just don't want to move all of that.
Is it like into a truck or just a trash?
It's in a U-Haul van, but he does have a dumpster, so he is throwing away a lot of stuff. There's a dumpster outside the house, so.
Jeez.
Wait, which guy is this, Aaron?
This is the house that I mow lawns for. It's across the street from where I live.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's like 3 dudes living in there, and they're all moving out. So.
They're like all with him in the same place.
Yeah, they were all living in the same place.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Was this the people that they think the chick is crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The landlord, they think she's crazy. But yeah, their logic is skewed because then again they're hoarders and they hoard a lot of stuff. So I'm not taking a side. I'm just the mowing guy. Yeah.
Dang. Wait, so John, do you already know about all 5 garage sales?
No, I don't know any of them. I'm just guessing there'll be some.
Like at the beach, like where at the beach do you think you'll find?
I was thinking we hit the San Pablo area. I was talking to one of my coworkers that lives off of Kernan, and maybe not. Okay, so not super far out at the beaches. Like this could even be before the Intercoastal.
Any sign, basically any sign we see, we're going to.
Okay, so you're just gonna kind of do like a drive-by to see what you can find.
Yeah.
Now, what I will do is I'm gonna look on Craigslist, and I'll check on Craigslist right now. Actually, I'm at my computer because sometimes people will post a like a flyer, like garage sale coming up this weekend, and usually the people that do the most posting about it, they have the most stuff, and they try to like get more people to come ahead of time and stuff like that. But then I feel like once one garage sale pops up, it really encourages a bunch of other places to start selling too, because everyone's like, oh, I need to offload some stuff. Plus my neighbors are already doing it, so there's people in the area, and it's like a magnifying effect. That's pretty much what happened over there in Fort Caroline.
Okay. Wait, so is that where you guys went, to Fort Caroline?
Yeah, we went off of University. Each place we went to was like off University, which is kind of like, University Club area. It's kind of like University Club, Fort Caroline.
Okay.
Now, if we don't find enough stuff at the beach, we can head right back over to Fort Caroline area. I got no problem with that.
You know, the 16 unit is right in like the intersection of Maryland and University.
Oh, really?
Like right where JU is.
Oh, shoot. I know right where that is.
Yeah, like right where that CVS is right there.
Yeah, the ghetto looking CVS.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you want to hear something funny? The guy that owns the guy that owes the second most in rent. I met him at the door in his underwear smoking a cigarette.
Sounds like he doesn't really care.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, he was talking to me like he cared, right? Like, and then he was like, "Oh, yeah." And then he was talking about how that he's a few months late in rent, but he just got a new job, so he's gonna start paying again. And I didn't even want to think about that at that point. Like, that's not why I came there for, to talk about rent. But it's kind of funny how he like assumed.
Well, of course it is. I mean, they just assume that, oh, you're a realtor? Okay, I can't pay my rent. Who do I tell?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, but yeah, I'm like psyched to like make this place like I think that in a few months I can double the income this place is making. Right.
Nice. Oh yeah, so Steven, I have a question. What do you guys do with those the house I sent you, the for sale by owners? Like, I don't know what to. I sent you that, but I didn't know what you were gonna do with it.
So
I don't really know.
for sale by owners, right? So that is somebody that is selling it by themselves, right? So they are not using a realtor or a real estate agent. Now, so what a real estate agent would do with that, and what a lot of people do is, so they will get like a list of all the new for sale by owners in an area, and they'll just start cold calling them and being like, hey, I know you want to sell your house by yourself, but if anything happens or if you can't find a buyer, I could be able to help you. And you talk about all the things that a realtor can help you with, by putting in MLS, by being able to advertise it, market it, know how to list it, do a CMA on it. CMA is a consumer market analysis, pretty much seeing how much exactly the house is worth by using other houses that have been sold and stuff like that.
Comparables, yeah.
But yeah. So the goal is to try to be the listing agent for that person.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny actually. I kind of know a lot about this because there's a YouTuber I watch. He's literally 19, real estate agent, just got his license and has a YouTube channel, and it literally blew up for no reason. And he does this. He cold calls for sale by owners, and he has like a script and everything. And I thought it was like, but yeah, I might give him a call. I might not. We'll see. It is in the Riverside area, so we know a lot about that. But we'll see. Yeah.
I know. I saw it. I was like,
But then, so here's the thing, right? Like, why did they decide to list it themselves, right?
Sure.
It could be they are a real estate agent, they know about real estate, they don't want those damn realtors to get their money, all that type of shit.
Yeah.
Or maybe they do want one, or what a lot of people say too is, I'm gonna list it myself for the first 2 weeks, and if I don't get anything, then I'll get a realtor. A lot of people say that too. So like it really depends. But yeah, I could definitely give them a call and see like my services.
No, to be honest, I don't really care what you do with it.
No, I appreciate it, man. Anything like that, you be don't be afraid to send it over.
All right. Yeah.
All right, let's talk money then. How much do I get?
Well, remember, technically, that is referred to as a kickback, and that is illegal.
Yeah.
How much lunch am I gonna get?
Maybe for your birthday, I'll give you an extra special lunch. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
But yeah. How about you, John? How's the trucking and logistics world right now? Any new changes? What you do today?
Today I actually trained 2 new people that I just hired, and they are undergoing the kind of tedious and like somewhat pointless training process we do. It's all online.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. Online stuff is the worst.
Yeah, it's just like, I think 16 hours of courses and stuff. Not a lot of it even relates to the job, which is kind of stupid.
Yeah, it's it almost makes me mad that like almost every job has courses. Like in Publix, I have to take like online courses, and like it's like they're spending like thousands of dollars on these courses, and like it's not helping. Like I don't know what I was say. I feel like it's almost like it's like to say you do it because it's like everybody's doing it, It's like, oh, we have these online courses, everybody's taking 10 hours of courses and they're learning so much in my company, haha. But it's actually most of the time, 9 times out of 10, not doing anything.
Yeah, I feel like it's just so I can say they're doing it.
Mm-hmm. It
could even be like a write-off of insurance, like talking about safety stuff.
Yeah. So, with those courses, I learned today that, let's say if you buy like a new piece of equipment and you have to teach people how to use it, that's also included in the capital expense or the capital price tag, and you can depreciate that.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm pretty sure.
That's pretty cool.
Anything that you cannot anything that.
So if I buy a lawnmower and I need to show my employee how to use the lawnmower, that money that I spent, that time / money that I spent doing that, you could like write that off.
I believe so. Don't take my word on it, but
it's funny, right? Because like you would think that always writing off as much as possible, which is kind of what they tell you to do as in when you own your own business, right? Like write off as much as possible, so you don't have to pay as much in taxes, right? But so as like a real estate agent, or it kind of in other situations too, if you are going to get a loan from the bank, and they see that you're getting all of these write-offs, it can actually hurt your chances on getting a loan / mortgage.
Yeah, I've actually heard about that.
Which is kind of interesting. And like, so you have to make sure that you're not just like writing off every little thing, because it could actually hurt you in the long run.
Why does it hurt you?
That's a great question. John, Aaron, do you kind of have an answer to it? I mean, I'm gonna think about it for a second.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Because I remember in a podcast somebody talking about it, but I completely forgot.
Before, Never really paid attention to it.
I don't remember. I remember banks look at it so there's an agent right now that is trying to buy a house, and she writes off a lot of stuff in her taxes, so she has to pay that much, and it is killing her on getting a mortgage. But like I would love to talk to a mortgage to a mortgage broker and like ask them that question. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't. Dang, I don't know, and that's I have no clue, but it does. And yeah, it's just so many little things like that that you really this is something that Ben Mala says. You need to make your bank your best friend. Like you need to know like everything about the bank that you're working with, and they need to know everything about you, and that'll make like your life like so much easier.
No, I believe it. That's good advice.
Yeah.
Because like it's true, right? Like if you're trying to get loans consistently, you need to be talking with them. You need to be in on the Gulf range with them, because like those are the people that can give you the best rates, that are gonna like if you're good to them, they'll be good to you, and like that's how you make a lot of money. Obvious stuff, but
I guess any write-offs is kind of like you decrease your technically taxable income, right? So I guess the bank can look at your and see that you're not making as much income as you might think. So maybe that's why, but I'm literally just reading off of an article right now. So
I want to look that up, and I'm gonna put that in the back of my head for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Here, Aaron, I'm gonna give you another term that is used a lot in real estate investing, and let's see. When Aaron, when you think of cap rate, what do you think of?
Oh geez, isn't it? There's a lot of stuff that goes into it.
Yeah, and I always get confused on what it is too. It's like if everything in the business, or like in the units you have, it's mostly used in commercial, is running perfectly smoothly, and everything is at market rent. How much are you getting in return, or something like that?
Oh, I see.
But it I literally have up the definition so many times, and it still like makes me confused.
That's probably why I don't know.
Well, here's another cool thing that isn't commercial that I've heard a lot, and you probably have too, and I just found out what it means. Do you know what a triple net lease is?
No idea.
How have you heard about it though? Because I've heard it like a million times on like bigger
triple
pockets.
Net lease. Maybe that term doesn't sound familiar, but maybe I've heard of like the idea behind it. But I don't know.
So what a triple net lease is? It's used in commercial, right? And it's like say it's like a strip mall, or a place with multiple units for like retail stuff. So in the lease, right? The tenant, the owner of the business, they pay for things like taxes, insurance, and like all other repairs,
Mm-hmm.
and that is built into your lease, so you don't have to. And like for the investor, right? That's great, right? You don't have to pay. I think he said insurance. I forgot what it's like, insurance, taxes, and something else. But apparently those are used pretty often in buying commercial properties. That they make the tenant pay for the taxes and the insurance.
Dang, that's like paying or having the tenant pay. Or it's exactly like having the tenant pay for water and electricity and all of that other stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like included there.
You could be a really terrible landlord and charge your residential income or residential property taxes. Tax
Yeah,
charge.
yeah. That's true. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it
it
would be.
definitely does, and it's good for you. But then again, yeah, as a business owner, you want to make sure that you are working with a good investor and a good property manager to make sure you don't get screwed.
Yeah.
Steven, I just found you some golf clubs. There's a garage sale this weekend, and they've got golf clubs. People are already posting up for the weekend. This is going to be a big weekend.
That's quick. I mean, yeah, it's like the middle of May, a nice sunny spring day.
Nice.
Jesus.
Aaron might need to bump up that budget. Let's make it. Let's turn 500 into 2,500.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my god, dude! I wonder how, like, if I can break 500 in like I wonder how fast I can break that, because it does seem, if I'm doing it like every week, maybe. I wonder how fast I can do it. But
dang, guys,
I think
have some fun on the weekends.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a combination of getting lucky too. Like,
yeah.
I mean, some of this stuff might look great, be a great deal, and we win the negotiation, but then it doesn't sell. I mean, there's no telling.
Now with my $100, do I split it up into a lot of little stuff, or do I go all in on one big item?
We should just call this series "Flip to 500."
You guys can make this a YouTube channel and go viral.
Oh yeah,
dude, there's so many YouTube based off of this.
That's true, man. It's a new market. I think our generation is a lot more into like entrepreneurship and everything, like owning your own business, than like the past generation.
Yeah. Or so Steven, I've been thinking about that. Okay, I've seen so many videos on business, like young, like our age, like 19-year-olds.
There's so many.
Yeah. Now, are you seeing that because of the stuff that you listen to and watch on Google, and like, so it's like
yes, I know exactly what you're saying, and that's a good question. And my answer is yes and yes. Obviously my whole YouTube recommended is like investing, business, blah 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 blah. Yeah. But also, like, there are more and more even I've been I've been kind of on this trend for like almost 2 years now. Mm-hmm. And like new people are popping up, like friends of investors are making their own channels now too and stuff, and it's definitely growing for sure.
John, we gotta make a channel.
Like I really think like anybody can make a YouTube channel, a TikTok, and Instagram about owning your own business, and you could do good for sure.
So the guy, the Florida Turf Pros guy, John, that I texted you about on YouTube, he does a lawn mowing. He talks the backside of the business on lawn mowing and everything, and just from like a rinky-dink camera, just talking about the business stuff, he makes like $1,000 a month from YouTube.
Damn.
Just like throws up and he talks about it. He's like, he's in this for just to like, he's not reinvesting that money. He's just throwing that all into a vacation fund.
That's really cool.
He's just still using his camera or his iPhone to record the videos, and he's really not caring about like making his videos better, because he just wants to share like the knowledge and that he's gained through the business side. So
I really think that a lot of people are taking social media for granted. Like, yes, people do dance videos and do like stupid pranks and stuff, but there is such a big market for like business, like marketing yourself.
So
like, it's insane.
So I plan like so my brother, he's like he wants me to get rid of social media or whatever, Instagram, but at the same time I want to use it for business, like marketing yourself. So it's like, because there's so much that you could do with just putting yourself out there. Because yeah, all the money that you could make.
Yeah, 100%. Like you shouldn't be like, yeah, it's you could waste your time for an hour and just watch stupid dance videos, but like at the same time, like there you can make a lot of money. I remember Brandon Turner was talking about this. He says he's like really scared of starting a TikTok because he feels like he's just gonna get addicted. But like he can make so much, like he can get so many views on TikTok. Like there's already like hashtag bigger pockets on TikTok.
Yeah.
And they don't even have one. Like really.
I heard from a recent podcast that Brandon Turner, he made like, I don't know, he raised like 36 million or just from Instagram or something like that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's
insane.
Crazy.
$36 million?
Yes.
Yeah.
What? He raised $36 million.
Yeah, for his syndication fund. Just from Instagram. Like there's more money probably, but
yeah, it's insane. Like I think I heard that too. Like it's insane. Like like and bigger pockets. It's huge. Like
yeah,
not
he's built
anybody
that.
can do that.
That didn't happen overnight. That happened like through the years.
Yeah,
he's been on bigger pockets for like 8 years plus maybe. So.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's been like 8 years right now, 9 years,
something like that.
But going back to what you said before, is it just my recommended page, or is it actually a big market?
Yeah, because like, I'm also getting recommended that stuff, and I'm like, okay, is it just the stuff that I watch, or is this actually becoming like a real like
well, the thing is, look how many subscribers Graham Stephan has. Like he has what is it 3 million now?
Yeah.
Like we're not the only people watching his videos. Like it really is like a new like this generation. Like there's lazy people. There's people that don't really care, but there's also a side of like entrepreneur hustlers that are like they're ready to get after it, and they're gonna make a lot of money off of everybody else.
Hiding in the shadows, and then,
100%.
Pretty much.
So. You know, it's funny. Graham Stephan did this new video. It was blind dates for the what's the video guy.
I don't know his video.
I forgot where it was a blind dates for him, right?
Yeah.
And then he found the blind dates through his Instagram, right? And then like he brought all the girls to Las Vegas to do like the blind date skit and everything. But and then like then they were like talking about themselves and stuff like that. And it was like these are girls that like are into like financial freedom and like entrepreneurship and stuff. And it was like so funny. It's like I've never seen a girl like this in my life.
It's like the 1% of.
No, yeah, it's like, dang, where are these girls that are like are into credit scores and investing in your future, like in financial.
Wait, there's such a thing? Oh man,
it's kind of funny, but it's like cool, yeah. Like I think even women, like even and everybody, I think it's also kind of I was talking to somebody else one day at Panera. We were talking about like investing and stuff, and he was saying that even like COVID, like has I feel like people have lost their jobs and stuff. People are looking for other sources of passive income and stuff like that, and I think that has also pushed people to make new businesses and stuff like that.
Yeah, I completely believe that, and the whole reason why I got into this like investment type real estate wave or whatever was because I was at college and I had no means of making money, and I was like, oh, what am I gonna do? But so yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's happens to like a lot of people. Like they get fired from their job. They kind of have like a midlife crisis, or like they don't want to do, like they don't know what to do with their lives, and then they like they don't want to be stuck in the 9 to 5. Like you kind of realize, holy shit, am I going to be doing this for the rest of my life? And then it's like you take a step back and you're like, I want to make a change. I want to start my own business. I want to do something else that gives me the freedom to like take months vacations when I'm older and like live my life like how I want it.
Right, I agree.
Yeah.
Earlier you were talking about the I don't remember who said it, but like, so as far as like our generation goes, so one generation older than us, millennials, supposedly they only hold 4% of all the wealth. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I think in any generation, right, the seniors hold the most wealth, right? Just because like of 401ks and savings and stuff like that. But it is kind of scary, like that. I mean, like I don't know if you've like seen the charts before. Like if you're a 20-year-old and you have like 20 grand in the bank, you're top 1% of 20 to 30-year-olds.
Sure, but like in the grand scheme of things, that's nothing.
Yeah, 100%, right? Uh, I think it's all like it has to do with like a lot of things. I mean, like like college debt, like schools pushing people to that college is kind of the only way. So
Yeah.
not having a job until your early third, not having like a corporate, like a job that is making you more than minimum wage until later in life, I think is causing that too. Because say the past generation, um I'd say high schools were more like college wasn't an option to a lot of more people, so they went to more trades, making money earlier, and kind of getting those pensions now and all that type of stuff. And then now more people are gonna be making money later, and they're especially with like new jobs that need more education, software jobs, computer engineering, and all that type of stuff. You're gonna see more broke people in their early 30s, and they'll make more money later on. And I think like that's always kind of how it goes, right? The the more you live, the more people save, right? I don't know exactly if like this generation is doing a better or worse job than the past generation at saving money. I don't know if you guys do, but I don't know like the exact statistics, but
I think the true way to find out is just wait and see what happens.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess you could like, yeah. I mean, we don't know, right?
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
I mean, I thought it was interesting because I saw 4%, and then it said it was estimated that when the baby boomers were the millennials' age, they held 12 to 14% of all wealth. So we've gone from baby boomers holding 12 to 14% down to millennials holding 4%. And millennials, it says of that 4%, 2% of that so like half of that 4% is held by one person. Do you know who that is?
Bill Gates' daughter or something.
No, Zuckerberg.
That's so funny.
He holds half of all millennial wealth. Isn't that insane?
That is crazy.
That's insane. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
It's just a mind-boggling thing, but yeah, I mean, gosh, it's just crazy to me. I don't know. I agree with you too, Stephen. It's definitely a lot playing into everybody's convinced they need a degree, but nobody's ever pushed to get the job. So it leads to a lot of debt with no income. So a terrible debt to equity ratio.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like, yeah, I'm in like accounting right now, and I mean, like I mean, like you really have to go yourself. They're not really pushing students to be like, oh, you should go out and get a job. or like an internship, because I mean, like now they have a class for high impact practice type stuff. So.
Yeah, 100%. And I think like a lot of jobs, it's like your last senior project is like to get an internship. I think that's what some accounting majors require.
Yeah.
But like and this is somebody else, Nick's cousin. He's like he graduated from UCF, and he said this too. Um but like schools, like in your sophomore year, I think it should be required for you to have an internship in your major. Like there is no reason that a 20-year-old cannot start learning, like actually working in the workforce and doing like small jobs.
I feel like the only reason why they don't do that is because there's too many students. I mean, like if all the companies are like around, let's say USF, right? If every company offered like one internship, there'll still be students that can't get anything.
I
I don't.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that like then like I think that like then that is a problem that needs to be fixed. Like I think big companies should be working with universities to start programs where there's like complete like sections of like big companies, like if there's an AT&T or Amazon headquarters next to a university, they should have a whole section where they should be like training 20-year-olds like that are in their sophomore and junior year on like how to do this stuff, to like to get people with experience like early on, because it sucks having a hi, I have a bachelor's degree, I took some accounting classes, okay, what experience do you have? Zero. Like I worked at McDonald's. Like that's a big problem.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I just took a class this spring, my third year in college, and I just learned about like proper, like a true class. I mean, like you can probably take an elective early on, but like I just learned about resumes and like jobs and business skills and things like that. Now, granted, I already knew after that from all the books I've read, but it's one of those things. It's like, okay, why aren't you doing this like first, like freshman year, or like sophomore year or something a little bit earlier than now? So I don't know.
You know, it's kind of funny. I think like the biggest waste of time in business classes could is our essays, our really long essays,
Yeah.
because in the real business world, what everybody wants, what the boss wants, what everybody that needs to look at something wants,
Is the
is
short and
something
simple stuff.
short, little thing that they can just read, they get all the information, and they're ready to like head out. Like no boss, no like that wants to hear about the new project or this and that, wants to see a bunch of words on a piece of paper. Like they're not gonna read it. Like you like me, like so when I vet a tenant, right, I have to, I like I was saying before. I check. I do a background check. I do employment check. I do a credit check. I do a what is it? And I literally call their employer and everything, and after doing all that after doing all of that, it's 4 bullet points that is called the application summary, and that is what you submit to the listing agent to show to the owner to see if they want to approve this tenant. That says yes, yes or no, sex offender, how, yes or no, felonies, did the background, and did the rental history and employment history come back right. Like I'm doing like 4 hours of work, and they just want half a sheet of paper of writing. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's and most classes require, like my accounting class during the summer, he just said that there's a writing assignment that you have to do. I'm like, what? What? And it's like a page or 2 pages. So,
yeah, I mean, I feel like that's like part of college, right? Like,
yeah, true.
Sadly.
Yeah, and all the really successful business people are lazy, and that's what made them so successful in some ways, because they just hire stuff out that they don't want to do. So
and it's like they're lazy, right? So they thought about they thought about how to fix a problem like an easier way, right? Like
they
all these
found
like
the fastest way to
softwares,
do
right,
something.
are like how to make your life easier, how to make an investor's life easier. Here's this app that gives you everything like straight up, concise, and boom. It's not a big paragraph that like is boring and you're not gonna read. This is how much the rents are. This is who paid. This is who didn't. Boom, boom, boom. Like right here. Like that's who is running everything.
Yeah.
Any more work on stocks, Aaron? Are you still?
Man, I'm still down. Stupid stock market. It has to go back up now. I'm tired of waiting. But yeah, I don't know. It's I'm in Netflix right now, so and they just had a bad earnings, like probably like a few weeks ago.
So did their like earnings come out?
Yeah, it came out a few weeks ago, and their numbers went down. So it was like it was a good dip buy opportunity.
So you bought the dip, right?
Yeah, I bought the dip, but then now granted, I didn't put everything in the dip. You know, you kind of like leverage up or down.
Okay.
And so I bought the dip, and then the stock market tanked for 2 days. And then I bought more. So we're just waiting at this time. Yep.
So I'm kind of in that same situation with Dogecoin, right? Because I hey, don't laugh at me. So I had bought when it was like at 30, like 20 or 30 cents, and it went up all the way to like 60, 70 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
And then when Elon Musk went on SNL, right?
Yeah.
I was an idiot and I bought more the day before. And I bought at the peak, right? I bought when everybody was talking about it, when everybody said, "Oh, he's gonna be on SNL, it's gonna reach $1." I did what like textbook what you're not supposed to do, and it happened, right? He went on SNL. He talked about Dogecoin. Next day, boom, it went down back to 40 cents.
Yeah.
But I'm still up because the first time I bought, right?
Yeah.
I had bought when it was lower, and right now I'm kind of just holding on for dear life. I'm pretty positive though that it will go back up in a few weeks.
There's an ambulance just parked outside my house right now.
Probably like crazy lady.
Perfect. But anyways, yeah. Dogecoin is it's gone down 49 cents right now. And to be honest, even I actually wanted to buy more before SNL, right? But I didn't have any money in my account, and I was too late, like because I only had like $100 in it. And it was already in Dogecoin. And I was too lazy to put more money in, so I didn't do it.
Yeah, no, like you really have to like anytime somebody says to buy stock that it's gonna go crazy, you just can't. You have to know when to do it, and you have to two things: buy like very consistently, and buy like when you do your own research, right? When it's low.
Yeah. I to be honest, Dogecoin is just gonna in the long run, it's always gonna go down. Because it's an infinite amount of money being pumped out per day.
So is the U.S. dollar.
Yeah, but that also has inflation. So you're probably going to see a Dogecoin kind of have that inflation effect.
So,
Maybe.
so it's funny. I actually don't know a lot about cryptocurrencies in that aspect. Explain to me what you mean by they're pumping more every day.
So let's compare it to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, there's a set, when the creators made Bitcoin, right? There's a set amount of coins per se that are on the marketplace, and like no more can be created because just there's a limited amount of coins.
Okay,
now.
yeah. So say, hey, so say like there's 1 million Bitcoin out there, and that's what you trade. There's no more that's ever gonna be made.
Exactly, and that's why it's such a good. That's why everyone claims it's such a good investment.
Okay, yeah. So it's almost kind of like land, right? You can't make any more land. That's why it's so good.
Yeah. Now, granted, it might have gone up. Bitcoin might have gone up really fast, and that's why you're seeing this dip right now in all the cryptos. But
now explain something like Dogecoin. So like they're making more. How does that work? And how does Robinhood, like, how do brokerages, like, who is getting the new money and who is getting what people are selling?
See, I don't know that part. I know there's like blockchains and things like that, but I don't actually know the process of like how you making a coin.
Yeah, it's so much.
But
so okay, so another thing, right?
Yeah.
How do like mining, like when people say like they're mining Bitcoin with supercomputers, how does that work?
I don't know.
But like
a lot of stuff I don't know about.
Some people are making it like a business. Like some people like say, hey, I bought this mining setup for $500. It's making me $8 a day. So in 3 months I'll break even and all this stuff. And I'm like,
so I think that's I don't know. I don't trust it because at the same time, by the time you mine, let's say they're mining Bitcoin or whatever, there's a I don't know. The reason why there's a limited amount of coins is because it's like a diminishing return or something like that. Or like, you might mine like 2 Bitcoin one day, and then the next day you mine 1, and then the next day you mine like 0.5.
But see, so like, how do you mine? Like, is all the Bitcoin owned by people already?
I don't know.
So much to learn.
Yeah, and that is why I only have not that much money in it.
I think it's just gambling at the end of the day. I mean,
I wouldn't say it's gambling. Oh, it's gambling if you don't know what you're doing, right? That's what Warren Buffett said. Only invest in what you know.
Sure, but I would say, Steven, to you, what's an educated decision you can make about Bitcoin?
So yes, so to me, it's I would call it gambling 100%. Like, I don't know shit. I'm trying to learn, right? I'm trying to get to the point where I know, like, right. So I'd say like and something educated would be me buying Walmart stock, me buying Amazon stock for the long run, because I know that there is a very low chance that is going to, like, that I'm not going to make money in the long term from that, because those are very substantial companies that aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
Right.
But like, yes, me throwing some money in Dogecoin, 100% just for fun, just to learn how to work in stocks and stuff, and just to follow like the trend and whatever. That's just fun money at that point.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's even, it goes so far as to, like, if you were to think of like what's one potential, like what you're talking about with Walmart, we can measure their inventory ratios, we can measure their return on investment, we can measure those things, and we can make fundamental and technical analysis decisions from them. But with Bitcoin, the only thing we can do is look and see who else is buying it. That's all we can do. We know the rate the new Bitcoins are going to be made. I mean, it's just a finite number of, I think all they do to make these coins is they just solve some math problems. Like, for lack of better words, they're just using computers to generate ever diminishing lines of code that there is always less and less available to make. So that's why it gets harder and harder to do. And all we can do is just bet on people buying it one day or people not buying it another day. It's honestly a little bit like Forex, because we're just converting one currency to another, except in this case, it's not one currency to one currency. It's one currency to one, supposed currency that's says it has worth.
Yeah, I have a thought. Is Bitcoin backed by anything other than what the people say it's backed by? So
right? Like
its own. The only thing that backs up Bitcoin is the value of the double ledger system. That's it, and that's just the value of having a currency that can't be manipulated. That's the double ledger system.
Oh.
Yeah, right. I think like that's the only thing. Like, people, like some people are saying that that's gonna be like the new currency. Like, I don't know if you heard, like in Miami, that something about the governor of Miami was like taking Bitcoin as a form of currency or something like that.
Interesting.
I
wonder if that would be like
what the hell? What is going on down there in Miami?
I wonder if that would be like trading land, if you think about it, right?
But
in a way,
didn't like, wasn't Tesla like trying to do that too? Like being able to use cryptocurrencies to buy their product. I think they stopped it.
They stopped it. And did you see Elon's message?
Yes, I don't remember the whole thing, but I do remember. Yeah, wait, actually, what was it about? It was something about it's bad for the environment.
Yeah, it's bad for the environment.
Wait,
isn't that crazy?
Was that the
But which is also ironic, because he's making these huge lithium ion batteries for the Teslas. Isn't that like terrible for the environment?
Yeah.
Like,
he's got a point though with the Bitcoins. Like, people will do whatever it takes to mine them because, like, okay, let's say a year ago there were still very few Bitcoins left. Even a whole year ago there weren't a lot left. So they weren't worth mining. It would take like a mega computer with like 1 terabyte of RAM to make one Bitcoin.
Have you seen the videos of like the warehouses? There's warehouses with 200 supercomputers like mining Bitcoin. Like, isn't that
just
insane?
full botnets, they're called, and they're just dedicated doing it. But now Bitcoin skyrocketed in value, so people are back on the trend of mining up Bitcoin because it's now suddenly worth it again. And all the electricity needed is literally getting, it's costing more in literally oil to make this electricity than it is to get that value from the Bitcoin. So
isn't that crazy?
They're at a tipping point. That's what they're at.
Interesting. But at some point, people are gonna realize that mining Bitcoin is not worth it.
But yeah, like in the other aspect of as technology, like it evolves more and more every single year. Like I think that cryptocurrencies in general are gonna be are gonna be used a lot more, like years, like every single year.
I'm afraid. I'm pretty afraid of the way that the United States is going to kind of like normalize Bitcoin, because we've seen them already like introduce USD coin, and that's a coin that's supposed to be what's going to be backed by the US dollar. But that's also a coin, like Aaron was saying, it falls into the category of they can make more of them and they can monitor them. So it's almost like it's not any of the original benefits of even having a Bitcoin in the first place. That's why Bitcoin's amazing. It's a finite number, and it's a double ledger system where, in theory, a transaction can never go unseen. Like, every transaction is always public. But when you have USD coin, because the government is saying that it's, going to be what the US dollar is going to back, but at the same time they can alter the coin, there's almost no point in having it. It's pretty much just a redo of the US dollar, except in electronic form.
Which I don't understand because isn't like you can already send people money in an electronic.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
It may be something as simple as the U.S. government sees they need to make, they need to do something on this cryptocurrency train, and they need to make a USD coin, and that could be it. I don't know.
Maybe they're doing it to for like tax purposes or like understanding like how they would charge taxes on
you know what I say is even the more scary part. If these like dark web people can like go into the software of these like really rich oil companies, imagine what they can do if they can like get into like USD currency and that is used like by everyone. Like imagine how like scary that is. Like our whole like system of like currency gets wiped out by some like hacker. Imagine that.
Yeah. I wonder if it'll be so that like with the US dollar, like they kind of there's like measures to like look at stuff. So like banks like regulate it. If you put in $1,000 or $10,000, you'll get flagged. As John has learned.
Yeah.
I wonder what it would be like with the crypto.
Yeah, they definitely need to have securities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like but and then like what kind of sucks is usually when they put those securities is after something bad happens. So
yeah.
So I kind of want to switch the topic a little bit. Today was tax day, huh?
Oh, is it the last day for taxes?
Yeah, right. Am I right on that, John? That's what I kind of heard from places.
Yeah, I don't know. I already paid my taxes.
Yeah, I did too. But I didn't know when the due date was.
I think it's today.
I know it was like last year. It was like in July or June, and then this year it's in May. So next year it's probably going to be back in April. So
yeah, when things get back.
One last thing on crypto because I just found this. So we're talking about exactly what makes Bitcoin worth something, and we're also talking about how the pipeline got hacked, which is arguably billion-dollar complex coding pipeline, super sophisticated.
Yeah,
but the pipeline has gotten hacked multiple times. I'm assuming this article is right. It's saying the Bitcoin network has never been hacked since it's been majorly, popularized in 2009. No one has been able to hack it yet. I think that alone shows you how much it's worth.
Okay, but so you know that Aaron, I don't know if you heard this either, but Graham Stephan was talking about this in his podcast that there in like 2008, I don't know if it's 2008 or 2012, there was a cryptocurrency that was done by the people who made I think it was like World of Warcraft. They made a cryptocurrency and it was like doing good and everything, whatever, and it got completely hacked and everybody lost their money. Because it's like a video game company and they were just doing it like as kind of a joke, and like a lot of people lost a lot of money.
I mean, hey, it's you definitely take a bet starting out on it, and there's nothing saying Bitcoin won't get hacked tomorrow. There's nothing saying that.
Yeah,
but it's yet to happen at least.
Dang. Yeah, that is interesting. Like how secure is it? Like what makes it be so secure?
That just goes to show you how uninformed we are. I don't know how.
I think I don't know, but I do know that it takes forever to make a single Bitcoin because the mathematical, if it takes that long to make a Bitcoin, I'm just thinking of like a Bitcoin honestly must be some extremely long computational, like a Wi-Fi password, an 8-digit Wi-Fi password. A computer can hack that in like, I don't know, 2 hours by randomly trying codes. Well, a 256 character long Bitcoin that's also hexadecimal would take that same computer like 3,000 years to hack. So maybe that's why that it keeps on, it takes so long to make a single Bitcoin. I have no idea about the World of Warcraft one though, but Bitcoin itself has been unhacked since 2009. But that doesn't mean no one's gotten their money stolen from Bitcoin. Like, I know a bunch of wallets have gotten hacked, but not the main network.
Interesting. That's crazy.
Huh. You learn something new every day.
Yeah. And it's I just think it's also crazy that like one Bitcoin is worth like what is it, $50,000, $60,000? Like, isn't that insane?
Gosh. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Sometimes I wish I just bought and held.
It's like what was it in 2010? How much was one Bitcoin? Like,
let me do it. Let me search.
I don't know, but I do know that back in 2018, I bought what's now worth like $18,000 worth of Dogecoin. Only if I held it.
Really, in 2018?
Yeah.
Really? Dang, that's crazy.
So
how much was it? Like 0.0001?
Yeah, it was pretty much nothing. It was less than a cent.
That's crazy. You could have made like a few hundred.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
So like maybe do you think in 2022 it'll be worth like $2?
Maybe. I don't know.
Should I hold?
Maybe with inflation, who knows?
All right, Aaron, to answer your question, in 2010, at the beginning of the year, Bitcoin was worth 8/10,000ths of a dollar. So roughly 8/100th of a cent, I guess that would be.
That's crazy.
Now, it skyrocketed in that year. It jumped all the way up to 8 cents.
Imagine buying $1 worth of Bitcoin in the
$1, just a freaking dollar, you'd be a millionaire. Just $1, dude.
That's so.
You literally only had to buy $1, and you didn't do that. Oh my gosh!
What were we doing in middle school?
What were now? Here's the thing, because this is like what kills me whenever I hear people. They're like, "If only I had held." Me, if I bought $1 and I saw it even like multiply by 10, I would have sold. I would have been like, screw this, I'm taking my money.
Yeah.
Like, for me to rationalize holding it that long, like, I know everyone's like, just hold. Nah, I'm sorry.
Know.
I will take it out when I double. I don't care about waiting for 10,000.
Yeah, because to be honest, like people tell you, if it doubled, take it out because that's safe or that's good.
100%.
Right.
So,
but I like the hybrid. You know, you take out what you originally put in, leave in what's left. And that I've started to do that more and more. So
nice. It's definitely it helps. It makes you feel better if the stock dips or it goes up because you're like, well, I'm never selling. I already got out what I got.
It's a win state. Yeah.
It's a win-win. So yeah.
Thank you guys for listening to podcast number 4. This week's what is it called? This week's
Flip to 500.
Road to 5. I don't know what the title is.
Road to
call
10.
this one Flip to 500 and crypto. I don't know.
Okay.
Those are the emphasis.
All right, guys. See you next time.
Signing off.